Hey guys, hanging out here with Dr. C, and he's going to answer some more in-depth questions about this really cool technology for our eyes called overnight sight. Okay, so for those that haven't seen the first video when we introduced this, what's overnight sight's real name?
Yeah, so it's called orthokeratology, and it's actually been around for a while, but we're seeing a revival of it because it's very helpful to slow down nearsightedness when
Hmm.
children start developing it. But yeah, it's basically a science where you wear contact lens retainers overnight. After, depending on your prescription, 1 to 3 weeks. When you wake up in the morning and take them out, you'll be able to see for the whole day.
That's really cool. I know sometimes I sleep with my contacts in, so I get really excited when I wake up. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been cured. This is basically that, but better.
Yeah, and so the retainers are made of a material that's not dangerous to get infections or
Yeah.
anything. It's approved, FDA approved, to sleep in overnight, and so it's very safe to wear these, as opposed to most soft contacts can
Hmm.
get contaminated.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's basically that, but all day, no glasses, no contacts. Pretty cool.
And you mentioned children. I think this is really cool that this could this help basically stop the worsening of their eyesight?
Yeah, so for example, let's say, you look on your contact lens box. Let's say your prescription is a minus 4.00, okay? Orthokeratology and a couple of other treatments out there are proven to reduce that by half. So imagine, being a -2 instead of a -4.
Hmm.
But that also lessens the likelihood of them developing associated eye diseases later in life, like glaucoma or retinal detachment, macular degeneration, and things as such. So,
That's really cool, especially that they can use this technology in kids and kind of help them from an early age. I wish this was around when I was little because
same.
I would love to wake up with clearer vision in the morning. And so this isn't like a permanent fix. If you don't like it, you can stop wearing them, right?
Yes, totally reversible. So, let's say you've worn them for a month and you decide it's not for you. Um, your cornea will go back to its regular shape. So, not surgical, not permanent whatsoever.
Hmm.
So,
How could this be a good option for someone who is maybe even considering LASIK?
so let's say you want to get LASIK, but you're just scared to do surgery on an
Hmm.
eye that's healthy. You can go for orthokeratology. You won't have to rely on your glasses. You won't have to rely on your contacts all day. And there's no blades, no cutting, no lasers, none of that. Very safe, reversible, nothing to worry about surgically. So.
Who is this particularly for? Is if you have like a -6 prescription,
Mhm.
is that too much for this technology? Or if you have astigmatism, is that
So the best candidates are between a -1.00 to a -6. Um, Astigmatism wise, from no astigmatism to -1.5. However, some contact lenses can go a little stronger than that, but for the parameters I mentioned, those are
mm-hmm,
pretty much like slam dunk patients. So
mm-hmm. And you test the eyes to make sure that they are a good fit before you fit someone for these contacts.
correct. So you have to meet certain requirements. Your cornea has to be if you have astigmatism, it has to be the cause of the astigmatism as
Mm-hmm.
opposed to internal astigmatism. But most people who are nearsighted will, falling within that range will qualify.
And kids are using these contacts. So is
Mhm.
there an age limit or an age cap for this technology?
No, not at all. I mean, you have to, kind of know your kid's personality. Will they accept putting a contact lens retainer into their eyes? And keep in mind you're just sleeping with them. You're
Mm-hmm.
not having to wear them all day, so
Yeah.
it's not as difficult as you might think. Um, the kids I have in overnight sight, I want to say they're about seven,
Mm-hmm.
age 7, so there's really no age cap or anything. So
I think technology is really cool, especially that it can help kids as young as 7 kind of keep their eyes a little bit healthier and not get to that -6 prescription. Is there anything else that we haven't covered that you want to talk about?
Yeah, so you know, it's important not just to reduce or prevent the prescription from getting worse, but later in life, what happens with a nearsighted eyeball is it's longer than the average person's. Okay, and with that, the retina gets stretched, and so you can get retinal detachments. People who are nearsighted are more at risk for that, especially above like a -4.
Hmm.
Um, More at risk for glaucoma, more at risk for myopic macular degeneration. So, if we can prevent those diseases, imagine the cost savings
Yeah.
for a lifetime. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's showing some great promise, and yeah, it's been great for my patients who are in it so far.
It's really cool. And it's great that you offer this service here in Acadiana. And thank you for sharing more to educate us about this awesome technology
Yeah,
that's in our
absolutely,
backyard.
for sure.
Cool. And we're going to have all you need to know in the comments below. If you want to follow Scott Eye Care, you can. You can learn more. Contact Dr. C. But yeah, everything you need will be right there. See you later.